How to stand up for yourself. When attacked, stepped on, or when someone tried to put you down, box you in, or sideline at that moment, taking care of yourself, defending yourself is truly meant by standing up for yourself. In society, you might have to confront people who unintentionally harm your personality or intentionally harm your personality. In those two different occasions, how you should stand up for yourself also differ, as at the end, what we want is to state ourself clear and maintain our personal ego, yet not at the cost of destroying someone else's. Before getting to know how to stand your ground, it's important to know why we should stand up and what will happen when we don't. Saying no to someone who asks you for a favor, yet it goes against your interests and principles, can be cited as standing up for yourself. When we fail to protect or respect our own principles and interests, it affects us badly. How badly, you say? Let's find out for ourselves how bad it is. Your mind is like a supercomputer which doesn't stop running and is way smarter than you can ever imagine. Every single time that your rights are being violated and you do nothing about it, it knows. Everything you see, hear, and even your thoughts are recorded in this supercomputer. It runs in our subconscious without taking over our conscious mind, but records every single event and how you handle them and when you need to tell someone no or need to stand up to someone, but you don't do it. Your mind knows what should have been done, and at that moment, it will resurface your conscious mind and make you feel like a crap and a total loser for a long time afterwards if you don't do what you thought you should have done. The more your mind torments you, the more you lose energy and interest in any of the work you were doing and you were loving to do. You become less and less productive, and your chemical balance maintained by hormones fail to keep up. Plenty the times this imbalance occur, it makes more and more harder to make you satisfy and set goals for your life. Not to mention feeling lazy, unworthy, and passive often. The disastrous outcome is you losing your purpose bit by bit. What is necessary is not lashing out on others or often standing up, but differentiating situations you should stand up and not, and standing up when you were called to arms by your inner self. If you try to stand up for each and everything, what you will receive is not peace of mind or respect, but regret. So, when we stand up, we should first observe and understand the situation and intention of the other party. When someone tries to look down on you or corner you intentionally, he is aware of what he is doing and he is gaining pleasure from inflicting pain or sorrow on someone. Confronting people like that is easy when we polish few of our inherited but not yet called to action qualities and techniques. 1. Have confidence. Developing a strong sense of self-confidence is the first step towards standing up for yourself. It's easy for others to spot when someone is down on their luck and lacking in self-confidence, which makes them an easy target. If you're confident, people will be less likely to tease you or identify you as weak. They will admire you rather than picking on you. Confidence has to come from within yourself, so do whatever it takes to make you feel better about yourself. Learn a new skill, exercise to a schedule, or set a goal for yourself and work towards that goal. Setting a goal and giving your everything to reach that goal builds up your confidence in heaps. Goals give you a sense of purpose and control over your own destiny, and they help you realize what you truly want. This is in essence to boost your confidence and an essential part of standing up for yourself, preventing others from walking all over you. Repeat positive affirmations daily. Nothing will change overnight, but your confidence will grow in time. 2. Let your body speak for you. The manner in which you stand, walk, and sit makes a big impression on people. Power-posing body language can be used to garner respect, agreement, and trust, while attention-deflecting body language, slouching, trying to shrink away, is practically an invitation to being pushed out. Power-posing or an open body language shows people that you are self-assured, confident, and not to be messed with. Body language includes leaning forward, making eye contact, standing with your hands on your hips and feet apart, using slow and deliberate gestures, facing your heart to people when you meet them, and uncrossing your arms or legs. If you practice power posing, you'll feel that stance makes you vulnerable. The truth is, more vulnerable your stance makes you, the more confident and power you radiate. Attention deflecting or closed body language, on the other hand, sends negative signals and could leave you open to attack. Closed body language includes crossing your arms, clenching your hands, using fast and evasive gestures, fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, and turning your body sideways. It conveys that you are trying to protect yourself or distance yourself from the other side or audience, which put you in an unfavorable position. 3. Fake it till you make it. Learning to stand up for yourself won't happen in a blink of an eye. It takes time to grow comfortable with facing situations and understanding them. While you're in a learning stage, it might help to imagine that you're an actor learning to play a new role. Imagine that you're the most confident person you know. How would they handle themselves in a difficult situation? There might be times when you swing from being overly zealous to being too indecisive. Learning to stand up for yourself is like riding a bike. Eventually, you will find the right balance. While the above-mentioned qualities and techniques will prepare you to take anyone head-on who try to make you feel bad or try to step on your toes, there are also the kind of people in the society who might unintentionally challenge your ego and make you need to stand up for yourself. The important thing is you understanding that they are not the same like intentional bullies. Every person is fighting their own battle. There is something we who seek to develop ourselves must be aware of. Hence, it is not too rare for people to go through bad experiences and vent that anger by lashing out on you or making a negative comment towards you. I'm not justifying their actions in any cost, and they are 100% wrong. But it is better if we can also understand why something like this is happening before putting your guard up and going full offensive or defensive. Because with unintentional people, when you go all out with standing up for your own self, that might be too much for the receiving party to bear and can easily shatter their personality or break their spirit. We might not be wrong to reply them in such a manner, but that will put them in a very tough situation and bad place, making them not feel guilty or sad, but also leave them broken. We are not bullies who wish to step on other people, and leaving someone's spirit broken is not something should be done by you. So, to make other party understand their fault and stand up for yourself, or to maintain your self-image, learning few more qualities and techniques will come in handy. 1. Be assertive. In simple words, assertiveness is the middle point of the line that connects passive and aggressive. Assertive is a balance point where both solutions and negotiations can be found and enables you to stand your ground firmly without being afraid or shy. Being assertive enables you to express your wants, needs, and preferences in a way that shows you're prepared to stand up for yourself while still respecting the other person. It involves being open and honest about your thoughts and feelings while trying to work towards a mutually satisfying solution. It's a good practice to use I statements rather than you statements, as this is less accusatory and will prevent the other person from going on the defensive. For example, instead of saying, "You never ask for my opinion," say something like, "I feel ignored when you make decisions without me." The main reason is you statements put blame on other party, while I statements give them insight and make them realize their shortcomings or wrongdoings. Standing up doesn't mean being able to return the bullying. It's giving others insight, maintaining your self-respect and respecting boundaries of others, making a valid point and letting others understand the truth and clear any miscommunication. 2. Defend yourself in a calm and reasonable manner. Rather than standing gloomily, hating others, it's far better to speak your mind, even if the end result doesn't change. You've demonstrated to yourself and others that you won't stand for disrespect. Acting aggressively, verbally or otherwise, is like acting out your pain in full technicolor. It's not a constructive way to get what you want and will simply turn people against you. You are far more likely to achieve a positive result if you approach any issues as calmly and objectively as possible. A firm clarification of the disrespectful comment or behavior will be enough to draw attention to the need for it to change, especially where there is an audience. which means that you can still stand your ground and be firm and assertive without having to raise your voice or get angry. Also, when making your statement, avoid whispering, mumbling, or speaking too quickly. The tone of your voice and the speed of your delivery are an important part of clarifying what you want and how confident you're feeling. Above-mentioned points will let you stand up for yourself without giving others an image of a bully or a person who is always ready to wage war. To get better at this, you can practice standing up for yourself. For many shy people, standing up for themselves is not something that comes naturally, but that's totally okay. Starting from level 0 will grant you more in-depth knowledge and experience. All you need to do is practice. Soon you'll become more confident and more assertive about making your voice heard. Sometimes you may fail to stand up for yourself simply because you cannot articulate what needs to be said at the right moment. Take the time to write out good responses to difficult situations and practice them with a friend using a timer. Let your friend be the bad guy whom you're standing up to. Put on the timer for about 2 minutes and respond away. Keep doing this until you get the hang of it. At last, never give up. No matter how hard you try to increase your confidence, there will be days when you feel that you weren't able to defend yourself. In those days, rather than seeing this as a defeat in your attempt to learn to stand up for yourself, learn from it, gain experience, because we never can predict the future, and experience facilitate us with taking this in and turning it to a way we are satisfied. Be consistent in your approach. People will grow to expect that the person you are now is a person who stands up for himself. Your sudden change may sometimes prompt people to have a distance with you, but those who care and try to understand always come around. With others, you'll find you no longer want them to be a part of your life. Take it as it comes. Have good intentions. You will never feel guilty, and standing up for yourself will be easy and make you feel better. Hope you gain a broad and accurate idea about what it really means to standing up for yourself and how you can master it.